Hey! Are you interested in making passive income, creating children's book? Welcome to my channel. In this video, I will show you in 12 steps how to do similar book just like the one you are seeing on screen right now. We will be using ChatGPT to generate the story ideas, Leonardo.Ai to generate the characters, Cinema 4D to create 3D models of the characters, Photoshop for composition, and CorelDRAW for page layout. Before you start making children's book, there are 10 things you need to consider. Let's dive in. Decide on the best format for your children's book. Examples: picture book, early readers, graphic novels, young adult novels. You should have a clear idea of who your target readers are, what they like, and what they can comprehend. There are diverse range of genres and formats for different age groups, interests, and reading levels. Do some market research. You can browse online bookstores, libraries, bestseller lists, to see what is in demand, popular and successful. Choose a title that can catch the attention of potential readers and buyers. It should reflect the tone and genre of your book. Adapt your voice to suit your audience and story. Your voice should be unique and distinctive. Your voice is the way you express yourself through your words, sentences, and paragraphs. The plot of your story should have a clear beginning, middle, and end, with rising action, climax, and resolution. It should have conflict, suspense, and surprises to keep your readers interested. The characters should be well developed, realistic, and relatable to your readers. You should give them personality, strength, weaknesses, goals, and challenges. You should use simple, clear, and concise language that is easy to understand and follow. Use vivid description, dialogue, humor, and emotions to bring your story to life. An editor can help you improve your children's book by checking it for errors, inconsistencies, and offer you feedback, suggestions, and guidance. An illustrator can help create images that enhance your children's book. A good illustration can add visual appeal, interest, and meaning to your story. Having considered all those options, let us start making our children's story book. You should tell Chatbot what you want by first drafting a short summary or plot of your story idea. Chatbot will then generate ideas based on your input idea. After generating the plot summary, you should tell Chatbot to generate 10 titles for the story. You should tell Chatbot to write character profile for the story. You should tell Chatbot to describe each character of the story in 20 words or less. You should tell Chatbot to describe what each character looks like, how old they are, what sort of clothes they are wearing. You should tell Chatbot to break down the story into 12 major scenes that would fit into 24 pages of a graphic novel, and should describe each scene in 20 words or less, where suitable to add brief dialogue that captures the essence of the scene. You should tell Chatbot to break down each of the scene into 4 minor beats with dialogue. You should continue like that, till all the scenes are generated into minor beats. After putting all the story beats together, you should now have your story ready for editing. During the editing, you should change the Chatbot language into your own unique language and voice. You can hire an editor to do it for you. Next, you should research your character. I use Leonardo.Ai for my character research. You can use any other AI image generating platform like Midjourney or Stable Diffusion. The free version of Leonardo.Ai offers me 150 coins and many other features for free. You should generate many image samples in order to pick the one that suits your character. I am going to show you the prompts that I use. You should experiment with other image generating platforms. I tried this one called Dreamlike.art. The images that I generated here was good. If you are new to 3D modeling, don't be afraid, it is not hard. With practice, you can do it. You should create 3D models of your characters. I use Cinema 4D to do my illustrations. You can use any other 3D modeling platforms like Maya 3D Max. You don't need to create very detailed characters designs, but keep it simple, just an idea of how you want the character to be. You should pose the characters for each shot in the story. Modeling the character in 3D helps me to pose the character the way I want, and also helps me achieve character consistency. You should import the 3D images Elia produced in Cinema 4D as your reference image, and use the image-to-image generating feature in Leonardo.Ai to generate more realistic and consistent characters. You have to check the images and make all necessary corrections, such as twisted fingers or distorted eyes and mouth. You can use an image editing platform such as Photoshop or Krita. I use Krita, but you can use whichever one is available to you, or you can hire an illustrator. Next, you should generate the scene background. I came across another free image generating platform called in12. This platform gave me something very close to what I was looking for. You should upscale the image to a much higher resolution, so as to get better image quality. I use Photoshop for my scene composition. You can use Canva or any other graphic software. Set the page layout to 6 inches by 9 inches. If you are new to Photoshop, there are lots of YouTube tutorials to get you started. In my next tutorial, I am going to start everything from scratch, from story concept to publishing. Since I had already finished this one, I am not going to spend too much time on it. Remember to create a very attractive front page to catch your reader interest. I use CorelDRAW for the page layout, by first setting up my page to 6 inches by 9 inches, then I started importing the images I had earlier composed. There are many ways to monetize your storybook, either digitally or by print. Because of the high cost associated with printed copy, most people go for the digital option. One of the best digital platforms for publishing your book is Amazon KDP. You can as well print some copies of your storybook and sell them in your local bookstore. I will not start KDP tutorial now because of time, but you can learn from other YouTube tutorials online. But let me ask you a question. Is it possible to make between $3,000 to $5,000 monthly passive income selling digital copies of your book? My answer is yes, it is possible. But requires lots of effort by you in terms of marketing and promotions. Congratulations! You have just created your first children's story book. Join me in my next video for another children's storybook inspiration. And always read the description below to have an idea of the storybook we are about to create.